Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Monday, November the 14th, 2022. Monday, November the 14th, 2022. Well, we have Mariah comes by to see Abby to bring a gift, for the baby. And she could tell Abby is, troubled. And Abby finally says, Chance didn't come home last night. And Mariah's like, oh no. So of course, Abby said he thinks that, I'm I'm inconsiderate about this. She skims over what Chance thinks, makes it all about Chance, right? But Chance, it does when he puts the job first and this, that, and the other. And Mariah said, well, but it is important work, but I can't understand why, you would feel lonely. Something, Mariah's trying to be a friend, right? Abby did not say, oh, he didn't come home last night because yesterday he walked in on me and Devon, your ex, Mariah. He walked in on me and Devon having sex on Devon's couch. So did Amanda. That's why he didn't come home. Mariah would sit back and say, whoa, how'd that happen? Right? See, it's easy when you don't tell a real story to get support. So Chance walks in, Mariah leaves, and Chance pretty much lets her know, you know what? I am not the man that you want me to be. It's only an idea. You want this perfect idea. And you know what? You and Devon are a much better match than me and you. Because no, I said I'm sorry. I just, same old thing. I don't want to hear it anymore. So it's very, very like I'm done with that situation. Now we have Diane. Diane um, really figures out how to rope Kyle in. Soon as she sees him, it's the constant doubt from people. And then we've got the Phyllis and the naysayers. Every time I turn around, I got to worry about what knives are in my back. And Kyle was just looking at her first. He's like, well, are you this worried because something else is getting ready to come out? I mean, he was really, not from you too. He goes, no, this has nothing to do with not from me too. But if you haven't done anything, what are you worried about? Well, they may try to bring Jeremy Stark, to town, and that will put everyone in danger. And he goes, well, why would they do that? And so she says, he goes, and what do you have to worry about from Jeremy Stark? He goes, you did help the police put him away, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking, did you really want that to have been the case, Kyle? Or I don't know where you got with that, because now I would know where my mother and why she's upset if a man she helped the feds put in jail is coming out. I would know why she'd be afraid, right? Anybody would be afraid. So she looked at him, she goes, yeah, I helped them. And he's like, good. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you ain't helped them no more than the man from the moon, because they didn't know her relationship to him. It's like she told Jack, we never traveled together. So they could not link me to him. She was absolutely not helping them. She even says it later, but she tells Kyle she helped him. Such a liar. Just this woman will look at her child and anybody and lie to them like the cows come home. So when he says, oh, he'll protect her, I'll make sure nobody hurts you, I will protect you. That means so much to me that you're going to protect. Oh. And then she's hugging him. And she goes, but listen. I mean, I'm gonna tell Jack, but this could only be between me, you, and Jack. You can't even tell Summer. And he goes, now wait a minute. Me and Summer do not keep secrets between us. No, she will let it slip to her mother. And Kyle says she will not let it slip to her mother. And she goes, yeah, Kyle, this is my story. This is my story and I don't want Summer knowing. And he goes, no, well, and as Summer and Jack are walking in, on the end of this, and Summer's looking like, what's going on here? And Diane looks at Kyle, and Kyle looks at Diane. And it kind of, Diane takes her phone and walks out, right? And she gets a text saying, meet me at my house from Ashley. So I'm wondering, is Kyle going to tell Summer? Kyle needs to tell Summer. Because see, once he doesn't tell Summer this, Diane already knows she's putting that wedge right in between Kyle and Summer, and she's going to start widening it. See, and that's what is happening, because you see Summer's look when she walked in the door, because Jack had the nerve, the gall to tell Summer, because Summer says, no, Diane is getting ready to bring trouble into our life. It's going to be heartbreak for Kyle. Kyle has these smoke screens over his eyes. He's not going to see it. And you know what Jack said? But we will see it coming. And we're going to protect Kyle and little Harrison. We're going to keep our eyes wide open. And I said, Jack, you son of a gun, you just told Ashley, I don't care if there's 100 things, bad things that she's done out there that we don't know about. I don't want to hear about them. But yet you told Summer, we're going to be looking. We're going to protect Kyle. Summer, you better stick to your mama, okay? Because see, your mama's the one that's got her eyes all open in on that, right? You better stick to your grandma and your aunt-in-law, Ashley. Because Jack, oh no, Jack will hide something from Summer before he tells her, because he knows her eyes are wide open. Jack's going to get what Jack deserves. And that's exactly how I feel about it. And then they had this minor conversation between Sharon and Jack, Chance, and didn't really mean nothing. Chance already knows he's walking out. So then we also have the ladies, Nikki, Diane, and they're talking about what they found out and what they're going to do. They're going to try to put some more pressure on Diane, which in fact is what they do. And she's unraveling. Now, we have, what's her name? Amanda and Devon. She's packing up her final items, okay? And Devon comes in. She says, I thought I would be out of here by now, but she's fine. She goes, because I really wanted to just slip away, sneak away, get out of here. And he goes, no, Amanda, I do just want to tell you how I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I mean that I don't know how it happened. It just happened, but no, there's no underlying feelings. She goes, no, stuff don't just happen, Devon, like that. She says, and here's the thing. And she said almost identical to what Chance said. Even if you two did kiss, you started, there was nothing in you that made you stop. Nothing in you that made you stop. She said, so no, your actions are irreversible. And no, I'm sorry you hurt me too, but I'm not staying for this. You have proven to me the kind of man you are. Period. And Chance told Abby the same thing. Abby, we were just friends. I mean, we would never. He says, but you know what, Abby? You made a choice. Chance says, you made a choice to continue doing what you were doing. That's the choice you made, Abby. I mean, I'm like, yes, they hold them accountable, period. Hold the two of them accountable. So Devon finally, he said, I think we could still work. She goes, no, Devon, you know what? No, please. Gee, I'm almost done. You could just leave, but there's nothing. No, right? So he walks out the door and he's looking like, oh no. And she sits back and she's got her hand in her hair. She's crying like, oh my God, because it hurts her. She was in love with him. But she had to have known the long distance relationship was just not going to work. It was absolutely not going to work. So that was it. We've got Diane just running smoke all over Kyle. Just poor child, poor man, right? And it's all going to end up coming out because I honestly believe they are going to bring Jeremy Stark to town. Good. He's going to be more of a villain than Tucker ever is. More of a villain. So that is my recap for Monday, November the 14th, 2022. Let's go to Comment Corner. Robin says, you are right about Chelsea and Adam. Also like how Adam showed compassion for Chelsea. Me too. Me too. Says Monique says Billy wants Adam to mess up because it makes it easier so Billy can say this is proof that Adam, hasn't changed. Adam is still Adam. He's still destructive and destroys everything he touches, right? And then Libby says, well, that's a bunch of bullpucky conversations. Everybody knew Chelsea was in trouble. She snapped and turned on them. Like you said, Sharon and Billy have no business making Chelsea's decisions. Audra is lying about the baby. Yep, so boring. The best part is is me going over all of the recap and calling them out. Well, that's fun because sometimes you got to make fun of this stuff. And Lisa says, now I know. Now I want Adam and Chelsea back together again. Kind of ultimately I do too. I just wanted to actually go right this time. And Medora says, Audra would make Adam a much better match. I like and kill Nick and Sally's relationship. Sally won't be able to hide her jealousy. She sure wouldn't if Adam turned his attention to someone else. And then Sherry says, crying lion Diane. It must be exhausting for the actress to have to play Diane because Diane is crying almost every single time we see her. Because every time we see her, she has to be around Jack or Kyle. And around Jack or Kyle, all she's doing is crying. And then they're like, oh, no, we got your back. No, don't cry. No. Got Jack saying, leave the poor woman alone. She's crying. Oh, please. So anyway, everybody, short recap, but not a whole lot went on. So there we have it. That is today's episode. I will be back for Tuesday, November the 15th episode of The Young and the Restless.